Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your February reading. I'm going to put myself on the camera. Hello. Welcome to your February reading. So, we're going to do general love and then a spiritual energy focus for the whole reading for this month. Okay. So, let's dive right in, Taurus. Oh, you got a card that fell out already. 3 cards that fell out. All right, Taurus. So, your first card is Medicine Bag. I love that. Things are getting better. Island, solitude, take care of yourself, and invocation ceremony. Yeah. Things are starting to get better. I feel like Capricorn had this same energy, but it's a little different. It's like everything that you've been trying to plan is accumulating. And it's interesting because it's more about what you have done, like spiritually, what you have brought into your life and energy, not by physical means, but by compassion and love and using your energy correctly and listening to others and things like that. So I feel like things are starting to heal, and you're starting to feel in. It's important for you to know in February you're starting to feel the difference. Like things are feeling better. You're feeling more lighter. You're feeling better. So take care of yourself as far as maintaining that energy. For yourself. And yeah. Okay, we have the hungry ghost, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachment. Yeah. Yeah, you're on a new beginning. The thing is, Taurus, you're in this new beginning and things are going well and you want to keep it that way, you know? So you can be a little bit like overprotective or like sort of pushy in a way. And it's not in a bad way. It's just so you can kind of keep things going the way that it's going, you care. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it is you care. And so you run the risk of kind of being a dictator or um, overbearing. Okay. All right. So let's get into your cards, Taurus. February. Okay. So we're starting off with Death in Reverse. Let me get back to the table. Death in Reverse, Seven of Wands, and the Four of Swords. And this is your general energy. Okay. Yeah, in February, you're very much in maintaining the energy that you have created. Um, you don't want things to change. you know, um, yeah, you don't want things to change. And I feel like you're a bit defensive about your environment and about the people in it. You know, I feel like you're just trying to stand your ground because you feel like I finally broke some ground here and I don't want to mess that up. Be careful because the Five of Swords talks about you thinking that you're doing what's right, but it's really um not a positive direction to go. It's kind of like a little bit deceitful. Like you think that it's right, you think that you're doing the right thing, but it's not. So be careful of being defensive. Continue to open up to different perspectives and keep that sense of spirituality in your life and try not to kind of go back to that dictatorship type of energy. Okay. Six of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Judgment. February, things are going really well. I feel like you'll a lot of thoughts and feelings that, like, well, not thoughts, but a lot of thoughts and actions that you feel like you had to take, or that was a little bit overbearing on your life. It's starting to mellow out a little bit. Um, but when you start to let go of the reins, Taurus, it kind of feels like you're giving up control. You know, you have to realize that it's okay sometimes to give up control. Like, things can run without you. You don't have to micromanage everything. Okay, like, it can be done. Things will be fine. Yeah, it's you need to get out of your head about things happening that are going to mess up what it is that you've created. Okay. I feel like there's no need for you to have your walls up or be defensive in February against your environment or the people around you as much as you want to. And it's only because you don't want any changes to seep in without you seeing them. It's interesting, Taurus, because your energy is like Capricorn in a way, but it's a little bit different. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups here. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Three of Swords. Very much, very much healing energy. Yeah. Yeah, this is just healing energy. This it's that energy of, like, it's not everybody else again, like the world and you. It's like you're a part of the world as a collective, and you're understanding that. And in understanding that, because you see what's under here is the Ace of Coins, in understanding that, it opens up solid opportunities for you in the future, like a smoother future. Okay. Um, in your environment, I should say. So yeah, I feel like when there are things that you can't make a decision on, or things that you can't change, because there are things that you can't change, Taurus. You need to take time to spend with yourself. You need to take time for self care. Do something that you love. If you like to read, read. If you like to go bowling, bowl. Any of those types of things. It's like something that you can do that makes you happy, or something that you can have control over, quote unquote. Um, because you need to spend time away from the things in your environment that you can't control, because then you'll start to try to over control those things, and that's not going to help you. So this energy is about just letting things smooth out and kind of fix themselves, but also healing yourself at the same time. Okay, from falling into like old habits and creating stress that you don't need, really. All right. Yeah, you just want things to stay consistent. I can see that in your reading, Taurus. It's like things are going well. Things have structure to it. You like the way things are growing. You want to keep it that way. Okay. So I feel like you can start getting in February a little bit inflexible, unflexible, lack of flexibility in your environment and with the people around you, because you don't want any hiccups along the way, right? But this is what causes blocks. What has made it so easy for you up until now is kind of letting the environment happen and you not trying to over control everything. I feel like you know it, but it's easier to try to control it because you have some sense about what direction things are going in. Okay. So I do feel like this is really hard for you mentally, just because it's the way that you satisfy those inner thoughts, or busy mind, um like how you deal with a busy mind or overactive thoughts. Yeah, see, star card. That's how you heal it. That's how you bring hope into a hopeless situation. But the problem is like sometimes your environment or sometimes what's going on around you doesn't need your interaction. There are some things that have to happen on its own accord, without you there. Yeah, yeah. There's some things that you can't prevent. That's what the death card in reverse is saying to me. You know, it's like it's a problem or a conflict that needs to happen for somebody in that environment or for that person or for that situation. You know, it's not for you to come in and fix it. Okay. You're going to be fine, Taurus. Okay, you just need to control your thoughts and your your need to like over involve yourself in some situations, because I feel like it's going to happen pretty quickly. What's going to happen in your environment or the lesson that needs to be learned, it's going to happen very swiftly, and then soon you can walk away from this, you know, this moment. I do feel like it's going to be emotional for some people, or like emotions are going to be directed towards you in some way, or you see somebody else getting emotional about the situation and want to intervene, but it's not for you to do so. Yeah. What's happening is building a stronger environment, a stronger future, a stronger legacy, okay? And being able to have that emotional fulfillment that they or you were looking for anyway, okay? So you just let it happen, okay? So what you don't see, yeah. Right now in February, you're kind of stuck to this situation. It is a lot of heavy responsibility, but I feel like it's more about you feeling like you need to fix things or move things or make things happen. Um, it's doing it on its own, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. It just has slow results, but it's doing it on its own. So this is just confirmation that you're okay. Okay, that things are under control, regardless if you're involved or not. All right. So let's get into your love life, Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your love energy. Let's see what we got. Okay, new supportive connections, nature spirits, your internal spirit, and family tree. I feel like your love life is going well, you know? Yeah. Make the effort and honeymoon. Yeah, I told you. Your love life's going well in February. I feel like you're more open to doing things with your partner, trying to open up and learn new things about them. You may also meet someone new. Um, I feel like it starts off as a really good friendship, probably, but it's a connection that you need. But it's in your love reading, so it could go into a love relationship. It's interesting because things feel more natural. In February, it's almost like you don't have to push. It's like a natural connection. If you had to decide to be around this person or to do these things for them, you would, you know. That's what I feel like. It makes you want to put in the effort, and it makes things good overall in February. For whoever you're dealing with, some you're dealing with someone that's going through a spiritual enlightenment process. Like, I feel like they're starting to look at the world as their oyster again. That's what it feels like. You know, it's like they're happy with the foundations that they have, and they just want to expand upon that. So this is a person that's happy, kind of within themselves and bringing it out. They're going to do a lot of family get-togethers or being around friends that are like family, or a lot of togetherness, even with you as well, Taurus. So I feel like you understand what's happening and you like it. And so I feel like both of these energies are working together to create like a cohesive connection between you two. Good, good, good energy. Two of Swords in reverse, Ace of Coins in reverse, and the Five of Swords. I'm hearing starting off. So this is kind of like past energy. I feel like mentally you've been in quite or feeling quite a bit of pressure from your loved one. And you're just trying to stay on top of things and make the right decisions. But it has a very tiring effect on it. Kind of like you're tired of being the one to think about things or think things through and make decisions. Like always dealing with conflict. I feel like your person may make bad financial decisions or may have lost their job or maybe have to take some time off of work and you're kind of trying to balance all that out. I feel like that's a lot of heavy responsibility on you. But you're very much appreciated, Taurus, for all the things that you've done. And I feel like this person wants to show that to you. And I feel like with the Four of Cups in reverse, you're definitely feeling it. Okay? You're feeling that awareness that someone sees you, that someone sees the sacrifices, the decisions, and the choices that you've made. And it feels like things are getting better on a bigger level. Um, I feel like your partner is seeing things in a more spiritual light, as I said before with the oracle cards. They're very much spiritually awake to what is happening here and how many things that you've actually done, how many decisions you've actually made, how many fires that you've actually put out. And you're getting the accolades for that. So even though things have not been perfect with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is your opportunity, Taurus, to not stay in the same cycle. So you have a choice now that you see that you're being seen to not feel so much under pressure because of the care that someone is giving you. But you have to see it as that. Okay. I feel like you're going to have a hard time separating from kind of like the material world, job, work, and love. You know, like balancing the two out. It's like everything doesn't have to be a physical manifestation. It could be that someone is showing this care and gratitude towards you, also is effective in sharing their feelings and their care for you. And that's how I feel like they are doing it in a very expressive way. But you're more like, I need help with finances, or I need help with physical things. Like I need people to move this, to clean this, to do, things like that. But I feel like it is being shown to you just in an emotional type of way. Okay. You are definitely feeling cared for more in February. What it is that you do and all the things that you put together. Um, it becomes clear after a time of them not seeing you. It's kind of like maybe they were in their own emotional dark spot or thinking of themselves or thinking something else was more important, like if they had a sickness or something that's going on in their life. But they're starting to see when they separate from what is going on with them how much effort, time, and energy you put in to fix things, to pick up the slack. You know, I feel like that's what it is. That they're starting to see like the physical or financial health material manifestation of this. and how you have put a lot of work into it. Yeah, you know, that there could have been worse things. There could have been worse situations, but it's like you were there. It's like someone notices that you were there. They become clear on that, okay? That you played a big part. Yeah, I feel like you're stubborn about burning yourself out. Um, because it's like you're running to put out fires and you're running to fix things. You're running to resolve issues um, because you care about somebody. But I feel like they see how much effort you put in and how much planning, how much care that you've shown. And I feel like this reconnects them with you more on an emotional level, on how you have just pushed through at the hardest times, like almost when a person needed you, even when they may not have been the friendliest, or even though they may have taken you through something emotional. Yeah. Things do start to turn around with the Ace of Wands in your love life. I feel like passion gets ignited. Yeah, it's like this person is showing you recognition, but it's very emotional how they're doing it. You know, it's like they're putting into awareness how much you are actually doing. This is so interesting to me. They see how much you're doing, and they're telling you, they're showing you, they're doing different things, and I feel like you at least pick up on one of these, and then you start to see. I feel like domino effect, like how much they're actually trying to show that to you. Instead of holding it in, it's more about expressing it or reconnecting with you because they can feel you sort of disconnecting in a way. I feel like it's more of an intuitive thing that they're doing. So yeah, for for you, it's not exactly how you would prefer to receive it, but this is how they're giving it to you. So it's like a difference of love languages. Um, but it definitely is the opening of a more solid connection again, or a more solid relationship. Because I feel like there has been issues with this in the past for some reason. Um, it feels to me, Taurus, like you needed something to lighten you up or something happy to happen, and this is it. It's the moment that's like, okay, good. Let me bask in the joy of what this is for a second, okay? So in love, February looks good, okay? So let's do a spiritual message for you. Well, hello, Taurus. Let's see what your spirit message is for February. Oh, wisdom. Ooh. So wisdom always brings about sage knowledge. Like you're learning a new way of doing things, new energy, new situation. And the problem is you don't really understand it. It takes compassion and an open heart to kind of get through what it is that you're going through. Yeah, someone's perception or the world's or your environment's perception is changing about you and you about it because of that combination. And soulmates, yeah. So things are starting to work out for you. I mean, it is. Like things are really starting to get balanced for you. I definitely feel like someone in your life is seeing how you work together and how they need to also play a part in that. I really get that from this energy in February. So I feel like there's a lot of love and compassion and understanding coming your way, but you need to be open to this new energy. Because I feel like after being in an energy or dealing with situations that hasn't been giving you that, it's hard to kind of process it when it does come because it may look like something else, depending where your mindset is. So I feel like you need to just be open to compassion, an open heart, and a little bit more in tune with emotions, not only yours, but other people's as well. Okay. So I love you, Taurus, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.